Hello, hello again.
We're back, guys. this is
Well,
this is annoying. We're in the middle of our speech and then suddenly cut off.
Yeah,
yes.
Yeah. Anyway, guys, I think we this is the best way to do in Zoom because in Skype we can talk continuously, but we cannot see our face like this in the whole screen because
Hmm.
it always shows four people only in the screen.
Yeah.
Yeah, so continue, Anastasia.
Yes. The great. My God. Yes, I really think that this can stop us to develop. For example, my friends sometimes some of them communicate only in social medias, and uh, they really afraid to talk to people in real life. They really afraid to buy something in the store. Even these situations, it's
Mhm.
like, I mean, it's terrible. It's absolutely disgusting because people have to live in, I don't know, can I say environment maybe, like around others. It's our nature. And yes, unfortunately, now a lot of people, we have a lot of social medias like WhatsApp, Skype, Telegram, Instagram, a lot of things. And they think that it's social media is just their lives. They can't achieve their goals in real life. They just follow others and feel bad. Yes.
Mhm.
Sometimes, for example, one of my friend, he decided he know maybe 11 languages. I was so surprised when I found out it. uh, and he has to practice it like every week, like to train to have the same level like right now. And maybe during 3 or 4 days
Mhm.
he canceled each of his social medias. He took a break. He
Uh-huh.
was so happy because especially in this he understood a lot of things.
Mm.
He walked, he visited mountains, and yes, he
Yeah.
recommended me to cancel my social medias for 1 week.
Yeah, me too.
Yes,
Sometimes, guys, I feel like I wanna get out of my gadgets, my computer, all my phones. I wanna rest at least 1 week. I don't wanna do all social medias because when I get on my computer all day long until evening, I always working on my computer. I'm very
yeah,
addicted. Yes, even though my eyes
yes,
are really hurts, but I still working on my computer.
yes,
I'm really
exactly.
addicted because of too much
Yes,
exposing to social media.
the same with me.
How about you, Tom?
Yes.
me the same situation. I have had a Twitter account many years ago, and it started from the elections because here in Poland there were elections, and the giving the results before the official results are given is forbidden. So it was a code, special code for each party. And for example, one party was called cookies, and another party was called flowers, another party another word. And on Twitter account there were results given live before the final results were given by the official authorities. And I felt privileged in some kind that I can know these results before, that I am better in some kind than other people. And this was very bad feeling, I must admit, because I felt better. And this has started by addiction to Twitter, and I started to follow more and more people on Twitter, and at last I observed that I had to spend about 2 hours daily to read all the communicates. So
Yeah.
when I finally deleted my account and stopped using the Twitter, uh, I felt like in this old Jews joke. Do you know this joke about the Jewish priest and the goat? Do you know this joke? Because it is very old, and I think that you know this. Because there was very poor peasant, and this peasant has a very small house, very small house, and his family was very big. He has many children and very small house. And he went to his rabbi, to his priest for advice. What should he done with this situation? And this priest told him, you must buy a goat and put this goat into your house. But Rabbi, I have very small house and my children are so great number. How I will do it? It couldn't be easy. Buy a goat. Be trust me. Buy a goat. So he bought a goat, and after a month, he asked this priest again, "Oh, Rabbi, what should I do? My life is a horror. I cannot manage at all. My children are playing with goats. The sheets are everywhere. What have I done? What should I do now? Sell the goat. Sell the goat."
You gotta sell the goat.
and and after he sold the goat, he asked the priest came to him and asked him, "How do you feel?" "Oh, I feel like in heaven because my life is now so super." So,
Yes.
it was like the similar was the situation with my Twitter account.
Yeah.
When I deleted the account, I had so many free time. I could go for a walk or meet my friends. It was wonderful. So this time I must admit I am addicted again from Instagram and Facebook because of these activities. But I started to delete all persons and all sites which are not connected directly to my most important activity. And I think that I could manage this way, but I'm not sure. That's all for me.
Yeah, thank you so much, Tom. Okay, welcome to our I was Frank. It's not new because you're always
Yeah.
here.
Thank you. Thank
So
you.
yes,
How's it going?
was good. Anyway, I adjust our meetup because most of you guys asking that time is too early, but for me, we always finish late, so that's why I try to adjust a little bit early for me. But I considered also you guys because if I always follow my time, and then no one will attend our live meetup. So that's why next week, Frank will be our host. Are you okay, Frank?
Mhm. Yeah, okay, but are you gonna come as well? Because it will be handy to have you hosting the Zoom meeting, and I could be like the host because you don't have the 40 minutes restriction, you know.
Sorry, again, what do you say?
I mean, there's a restriction in Zoom by for 40 minutes if you are a free account,
Oh, yeah.
and
We know it,
and
Frank, because this is our second connection
Second,
here today.
second session.
okay,
We just
no, don't
click.
worry. Okay, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got it then. Yeah, most likely it will be at the same time this meeting started to make it easy for you.
I see.
Hmm.
Anyway, okay, guys.
Yeah.
So, what do you think about FOMO? Have you heard the article?
Yes, I actually read the article before coming here. Yeah, that's pretty real. Some people struggle with that, and I remember Well, I think that happens when sometimes maybe a popular movie comes out or something, or a TV show, and everyone watch that movie or that TV show, and if your friends are talking about that, if you haven't watched it, you're your FOMO, fear of missing out.
Mm, 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 mm.
To me, I can tell the experience about the opposite, because there's this TV show on Netflix called La Casa de Papel, Money Heist, and I don't like it. There's something with it. Everyone likes it, and everyone's telling me you have to watch it, and I don't. I just don't, and I feel like I have like the other thing, the joy of missing out, kind of, I guess. But yeah, that's something psychological, and because we are social animals, and we are used to in our genes to live in packs, in a community. So
Mm.
that's why it's happened, I guess.
Oh, yes. Thank you so much, Frank.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's move on to our. Do you have any additional, guys? Do you have any additional about FOMO? What your own opinion? Or we can move on to our next question. So, what is our next question? Do you have Tom? Uh-huh.
Just a moment. Our next question. Uh, do you agree with the author that the impact about the impact of FOMO in our lives? I think that we had answered this question. Uh, do you often experience the FOMO? How and why does it come to your life? I
Uh-huh.
think we have also answered the question. Uh, what tips to overcome FOMO in the article that you find useful and what
Ah,
is not?
okay.
Oh, I think this is the question.
Yes,
The
yes, yes.
tips from the article that we find useful and what tips are not useful.
Uh-huh. So if you read the article, then you can share what tips to overcome FOMO in the article that you find useful and what is not.
Maybe I will read these tips so everyone could know these tips. First, know that social media isn't reality.
Mhm,
Second, embrace JOMO. JOMO is the joy in missing out.
mhm,
Third, reassurance.
mhm,
Fourth, ask yourself, did you really want to be there? Fifth, try not to care what people think of you. Uh, See the larger picture. Make more plans. Self-care, clear up your social media, be excited for other people.
mm, 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 mm. Yes, I agree with you. So yes, we have to what is that? Embrace or reassurance. I'm losing, guys. Can you continue? I cannot.
Maybe I will
Wait.
share the screen with these tips, okay?
Huh?
Or I cannot share because you can. Adeline, if
Maybe
you
I can make you host. So
okay.
let me. Okay, there you go. So yes. Anyway, maybe we can. Yeah, that one. Okay, how to overcome FOMO. So yes, know that social media isn't reality, right? So we already talked about that one lately, guys. So embrace JOMO, so joy in missing out. When you feel that the tugs of comparison and fear, just remind yourself of your worth and take a moment to show gratitude to what you are doing right now. So you don't need to compare yourself to other people. If someone is, if your friend or your relatives are really successful in their life, then you don't need to compare yourself to them because that make you insecurities and then make you feel bad. So it's not good behavior. So you just focus yourself and try to find what you make you happy and to become successful in your own way. You don't need to be follow someone or invade the other person if they are really successful. And yes, how about you guys? Embrace Jumo. Let me see, Marta, do you have any additional about this one? What you're doing right now is someone else a dream. Uh-huh.
I would like to add about the thing like about gratitude.
Mm-hmm.
It's a great term. Yeah. Sometimes we might need the reminder of the power of gratitude or other stuff. Like um, once I read the book, and the one chapter I remember like fully about the gratitude. And it, as it says in the article, we sometimes not grateful for the things we have or for people who surround us nowadays. Yeah, we take it for granted, as we have already mentioned about the coronavirus thing, because the let's say the freedom is the thing we just taking for granted nowadays. For example, we can't go out, we can't socialize as we did it before. And back to that book, the author mentions the great thing, like we pay attention to all those unimportant, trivial things happening around us. I don't have that kind of car or that kind of house or that kind of clothes, blah, blah. We are burdening, torturing ourselves with all those things,
Mm-hmm.
but we have to be grateful for those things. And he gives the importance of the life with comparison of the word death. And he gave the example, let's say you have all those things, and imagine after a minute you will die. So for whose sake you are burdening yourself with all those things, because you can't take all those things and
Yeah, yeah,
all those chic expensive stuff to your
yes.
grave. Is it grave?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So you have to be grateful until you die. The things
Always be
or
great.
the like happenings, and it's the truth. Yes, we don't know when we'll die. Yeah, we have to be grateful for all things and for all people happening to us.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, this is the kind of joy of missing out. We have to take the joy out of everything
Mm,
happening in our life.
yes, I got your point, Marta. Thank you for your thoughts. How about Anastasia? Joy of missing out. Embrace joy.
Yes, I think that, for example, social media is not a real, because we have to know, we have to find out in our personal life what we want to achieve for our fate, because we can make our fate with our hands. But these social medias stop us. In this case, we just follow others and feel bad because we see other girls, it's like other results, but not ours.
Mm-hmm.
And in this kind of things, a lot of people just can write only bad comments under like achieves under our goals. Maybe they can't develop, and because of this we can meet a lot of so aggressive people,
Mm-hmm.
maybe this kind of things, because they don't have the life, only bad comments. Maybe they don't have dreams, goals, something like this, only aggressive, because there are nothing but we can do anything, like this case, something. And when you spend a lot of time only for social media, you think that a lot of people think only about you. you're afraid to leave your home, for example. You're afraid to visit, to meet your friends, for example, to communicate with somebody, to leave your comfort zone sometimes, you know, and you have to do yourself, or you have to say yourself like maybe special challenge to
Mhm.
leave it. I don't know. I think that's some kind of things. A lot of regressive I made. I made like in the last time maybe. It's depend of this. Mhm.
Okay. So
Mhm.
how about you, Tom? Thank you so much, Anastasia. Thanks for sharing us.
At this moment, after what Laszlo said about this, even though he didn't read the article from his own practice, he started to tell about this social limitation which we have, that we are social beings, and also we tend to be part of a larger group, and exclusion for the group is very hard to conquer, hard to resist this exclusion, and this social media things, the technical issues are only part of the problem, because real problem is the exclusion from the group, which can be possible even without social media. And social media is the only trivialization of this problem, because sometimes, as he said, in schools, for example, children are behaving hostily to one child. They choose one child to exclude this child from their group, and there is a great sufferings. There's a great suffer with this child. So, of course, we can talk only about case of social media and excluding ourselves from social media that would give us benefits that would improve our life. But uh, apart from this, it is also important to be aware that we have to be a part of greater groups. Of course, family and some relatives, some friends are needed, because we are social creatures, and excluding ourselves can harm our mental health. And these mental health problems are endings in the phenomena that we are, for example, buying new machine to impress our neighbor, which we don't like. We would buy the machine we don't need to impress the neighbor which we hate. So it's also some problem with other things that social media. That's from me.
Yes, I got your point, Tom. Thank you so much. A lot of nowadays just buying so many things that's showing to someone that yes, you're a great person, but even though you don't really need it. So in this case, we have to be minimalism should be applied. Minimalism. Okay, how about you, Frank? How about you?
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah, pretty much what everyone is saying. We have to embrace our individuality as well. Not that it's okay to be part of a larger group of a community or something, but we have to know ourselves. We have to know what we want. It's okay to miss some events or some stuff, but as long as we are doing what we have in mind, our expectations, our goals, that should be it. And we shouldn't be paying too much attention to social media in that way. I think that it depends on who you are following, I guess. Most people on social media, they are showing another face. They are just showing what they pretending to show, you know. It's not like uh, looks can be deceiving, like they say. It's not necessarily what you see is like the reality. You don't know the struggle of the people, so you have to stop comparing yourself with others,
Mm.
stop caring about other people's judgment, and just focus on yourself, basically. And I think that the fear of the FOMO, the fear of missing out, is gonna disappear if you apply that mindset, maybe.
Mm, 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 mm. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Thank you so much, Frank. Yes, totally agree with you. How about Jermaine?
Yes, I think sometimes social media was used by people for to earning money. Like Facebook, more and more advertisement and commercial are on the Facebook. So people use Facebook to make propaganda on their business. So
Mm,
we have to be very careful about the information they are sending us. Sometimes they're not they're not false, they're not fake, but they have the intention. They have
mm,
the intention to earn money or to do business.
mm,
Actually, some of those are target. They have the target subjects to send the information.
mm,
Even the Google, um, I think they have target some for us. For me, maybe they send me the advertisement, the commercial, or all about cosmetic or facial, and because they target those commercials on me. So we have to be very careful about social media.
yes, definitely. We have to be careful, especially to our accounts or our personal, our what's that identity, because some of them they are hacking your account, and then yes, might be, yeah, it happened to my brother. His Facebook account has been hacked, and then posted so many bad things like sexuality stuff on his Facebook, and he cannot recover his account because he forgot his password, his email. So yeah, it's always, I can see his Facebook account always, the bad guy always posting so many bad stuff on his profile. So it's really disgusting. But yeah, I can't help also to him. I can't do anything. So we have to be careful, especially our personal identification, our, yeah, we have to be aware of it, especially if you are log in onto a public computer. Be sure to log out, so whenever other people log in, so you're safe, so no one can hack your account.
And I think sometimes social media need to have regulations, ethics.
Mhm.
So if people violate the regulations, then the administrator have the right to drift them out, not allow them to get them out, because many people violate the regulations.
Mm, mm, mm,
So
mm,
I have experience because before I retired, sometimes my coworker form a group from the social media to exchange informations, to
mm,
arrange to work, but that one was not official. But the social media is more usually quicker and more effective than the official one, because you official you have to go to the office, turn on your computer and then read your email. But for the social media, everybody can get the information through their phone. But when they start to lose control, they will make requests to arrange work or trading between themselves. So it involves money exchange. So the relationship become more complicated. And
mm.
then people start to conflict with each other. They start to write the bad language, the foul language. So one how to solve the problem? Someone suggested to dissolve the group,
Uh-huh.
but the problem is the group is not official. So even is include about work for work. but it's not officially formed by the company. So nobody has the right to dissolve it. So people bring the emotion from the group back to the workplace. For example, in the group, in the platform, they argue with each other. They will bring the emotion because they meet each other at work. So it make a lot of complication there.
Okay.
May I?
Uh-huh.
Our meeting will end in 10 minutes.
Yes.
So
I can see
what
it.
should we do? Should we connect once more or should we end at this?
Maybe one more, guys, because we have a lot of. Maybe we can discuss 40 minutes again, and then if it's running out of time, and then let's finish. Because also French, he just joined us. So yes, maybe after this one we can reconnect, and then if it's finished, then done.
Okay,
Okay.
okay.
Okay. So let's move on to make more plans. Okay, if you feel FOMO, fear of missing out because you feel like you aren't doing much with your life, go and do something. You are the master of your life. Yes, I agree with this. If you feel like you are being left out, go to more events with people. Alternatively, if you are an introvert like me, not me, try a
Definitely, you
class,
are not.
learn a new skill, book a flight or go on a walk, cut your hair, do things while you still can. Okay, life is too short, so fill it with adventure. So yes, I totally agree with this, guys. Make plans for your life, not just always staying at home and doing all on sitting on your computer, exposing too much social media. You sometimes go for a walk, meet friends, and have some coffee. And yes, just go outside, because if you feel like you're isolated, always staying at home, then it's not good, guys. So yeah, me too. I always stay at home. So yesterday I went outside. I went with my mom, my daughter, and my friend. We went to buffet. We eat together. So yeah, that was a great experience. And now
They
also,
are saying that buffet has high chance of transmitting the disease.
you know,
So you have to be cautious.
yeah, we have to be conscious, guys. So the buffet before was the table was closed, but now they're having a distance for the customer. And anyway, so far in my city here in Ulsan, we only have few cases. So nowadays there are always a lot of people go to the park having a picnic or goes to a restaurant enjoying the summer and the spring, because here in my city we have huge park which is a lot of flowers, especially spring. So yeah, they're enjoying these days. Yeah, so we have to expose sometimes, explore our life, not just always staying at home and doing all social medias stuff. Okay, so how about you guys? Make more plans. What is your plan in your life to avoid too much spending time in the social media? Go on for Anastasia.
Thanks. I think that in social medias, to be honest, before this, I didn't understand English before this challenge, but now I decided maybe I have to spend like a short time for social medias, especially for YouTube, and I started to listen to a lot of English content. I mean, a lot of shows, special humor shows in English. Maybe about movies, it's a bit early for me, but maybe like shows, interesting videos, maybe grammar, and things for social medias. I can develop my listening skills, for example. But about Instagram, I stopped. I decided that I really spend a lot of time for Instagram, like more than 2 hours. And now I just communicate with my friends. You know, it's like not something more. Yes, yes. I really limit my social medias recently, especially in quarantine. But it have to be like opposite. But unfortunately, in my case, yes, I limited, and I'm so happy to be honest. You know, sometimes you wanna listen music and to watch a beautiful view, for example, in the mountains. It's amazing. It's much better that follow some singers, for example, or something stupid things. Sorry. Yes, something like this.
Okay.
It's like my opinion. Yes, because I maybe 2 years ago I could spend maybe on Instagram, I don't know how many hours, maybe 3 or 4 without break. It wasn't about work. It was about my God, not clever girl, maybe something like this. Yes, but now I work, and sometimes for my work I use social medias or to improve my English skills. That's it, not more. But of course, we have to plan our days, like our life. We can make it, but without it, just follow others. Like I don't know, I don't know this word in English, maybe degradation, but I'm not sure. When you can't improve, when you develop in bad way, you don't develop at all. Something like this.
You're stuck, you mean?
Maybe like you block yourself, you can't develop.
Uh-huh.
Maybe
You're stuck in
I'm
same
not sure.
level.
Yes,
You're not
maybe,
improving at
maybe.
all. Mhm.
There is also
Yes,
there is also term plateau. When
Mhm.
you are on a
I think
plateau.
that's it.
Mm.
yes, maybe. I don't know. Think.
Learning has
All right. So how about Marta? Are you still there?
Yes, I totally agree with the saying.
Make more
Engage,
plans. Mm-hmm.
yeah, engage yourself with something you are interested in, like learning a new language or starting to gain new skills so that you are ready for future life. I mean, like, even though we are again going through this period, I mean, I read from another source, like given to people who are maybe suffering mentally or emotionally. You can engage yourself, like learning a new language or new skills you haven't had before, so that you are ready for your future life. Because when it will be over, you'll already be ready.
Mm-mm-mm-mm. Yeah, definitely agree with you. How about, thank you so much, Marta. How about Frank?
Yeah, I think what you have been saying, that's it. I mean, as long as you're doing something, you're not gonna be missing out anything. You're gonna be focusing on your things, and that's it. I mean, I don't have any time to be, you know,
Fearless.
missing about. Yeah,
You're always
no.
active.
Yeah, of course, and it depends of the use that you give to your stuff, to social media or to whatever you are using. It just depends on your mindset, I guess.
Mhm.
Yeah, I don't.
Sorry, guys. I think that I will finish at this
Yeah.
moment, and we try to reconnect once more because we have 1 minute left.
10 minutes
Okay.
left.